Hey guys, so yesterday I reviewed the Beyerdynamic DT1990 Pro MK2. I found some measurements and I analyzed them and concluded that they're shit. And we're going to talk about that. And I made a video, but then of course I got people like this. There's people out there that say frequency response doesn't matter, doesn't tell the whole picture. And so we got this guy, MKII, with like a Sennheiser MD421 in his profile picture, which is a terrible microphone. I think it peaks out around 5K or something real bad. I think it even goes above 5 decibels. It's a crappy microphone that nobody uses for a reason, yet he's got it in his profile picture because he's a freaking idiot. So I find the clickbait you're using here really despicable. First of all, have you ever held the headphones? That doesn't matter. In your hands and tested them? That doesn't matter. The answer is probably no. Then you're using data from videos that you neither understand linguistically. Well, yeah, the video's in German, but it was translated, so I actually do understand it. Nor do you know exactly which measurement method is used here, question mark. Well, here we've got some more measurements right here, and we can analyze those. So, I didn't need to, again, so which measurement method was used? I know how the Beyerdynamic DT990s measure, 1990s and 990s, I know how they all measure. So when I have a reference point of the 1990 Pro old version and the Mark II, then I can see where they deviate and how accurate his measurements are based on, okay, does it have the hallmark 8 kilohertz peak? Does it have like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.8, 5K cut problem? Yeah. So I can see the tonality defects in his measurements that I do know those buyers have. So I can, see the differences and know that they're true. So we've got two different measuring of the 1990 Pro Mark II and the 250 ohm with producing pads, balance pads here. So I said, these new ones are more colored. The Mark II are more colored, more screwed up, especially this 3K dip and 4K prominentity. We can see that on both measurements. So if we look here, we can look at this measurement, and we can see right here. Okay, so this is 1K, 2K, 3K. So let's just say 3K. There's this 3K dip right here. Okay, this 3K dip. And then we have this 4K peak. Okay. So this coloration that is now introduced ruins the new headphone. The 3K, so just remember 3K, 4K, that's all you need to know. 3K and 4K is screwed up on these new ones. If we look at this one, we can see here that 3K dip is there as well. So we've got that 3K dip, that 4K lump. Okay, so it's not smooth here, it's colored here. They introduced more coloration. We could see that the new ones in blue, the Mark II, are in fact brighter. So we can confirm by two people's measuring methods that the 3K and 4K problem is real versus the original DT1990 Pro. We would see they have the same amount of bass, and we can conclude from this that the new ones are brighter. They both have the 8K peak. They still have the 8K peak. Okay, so they basically ruined the upper mids presence region by coloring it more, and they still have the 8K peak. So 3, 4, 8K, and brighter. Those are the differences. So we can go back over here and we can again look at the differences here. So we got 3, 4, 8K. Okay, so we can confirm that 3, 4, and 8K is bad, and we can see it's brighter. in purple here. So we can confirm that 3, 4, and 8K. Now over here the base is different. This could be because of Warren pads, or he's comparing analytical versus balanced, or producing versus whatever mixing. Again, we can go over here and we can change like the pads from balanced to analytical, and that'll change the base. Producing to mixing, and that'll change the base. But either way, we can see a lot of deterioration around 3, 4K on this new model. So I honestly find it sad these days that people who have never tested the products use graphics that they cannot verify because they have no idea about the measurement method. Use clickbait to destroy products in the title just for their own sake. No. I made this video. The best thing you can do is use an internship, and you can do an internship in the field of acoustics. Oh, I need some daddy to tell me how to think. Why did I make this video? Because I was interested in this. Had fun. They were making claims that they're going to smooth out the treble, that this was going to be an improvement, that this was going to be better. It certainly fucking costs more, And then when again, I've been doing this for years. I've got the best sounding crap in the world, And the original DT990 Pro with Warren ear pads are smoother in the treble. They don't have the 4, 8, or 9K problem that the DT1990s have. They don't have as much bloat in the mid bass, low mids around 200, 500, 600 hertz. So I was like, maybe they finally fixed it. The DT1990s were always crappier than the 990 Pro with Warren ear pads. Maybe they actually fixed it, and the answer is no. And we can cross-check, cross-examine two different people's measuring rigs. The 3K cut, the 4K lump is real. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got a 5K cut a little bit here too. But the main thing is, again, we're at a point where we have perfection. Okay, so any deviation from perfection is disqualified. And this 3K cut, 4K lump, 8K peak, this is a disqualifier. This is the mud here in the low mids, upper mid bass, bloomy, bloated, bleed into the mids bass, bad. So this again, remember 3K, 4K, 8K. That's the reason why they suck. Nobody's going to be more precise than these graphs. And we've got two graphs that show 3, 4, and 8K, as well as brighter on the new ones. But 3, 4, and 8K coloration problems. Again, that looks like there's a dip around 5K on this one. So there's some dips going on. But the 3, 4K, 8K, those are disqualifiers, 100%. 3, 4, and 8K, complete disqualifiers. Because why? Because the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros do not have, these coloration problems. All right, with Warren ear pads. Okay, so that's how you do this. That's how you do this. Imagine being triggered because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The DT1990 Pro Mark II suck. I know they didn't even come out yet. You didn't even get to hype them up and buy them and use them and no, they suck. They're shit. They're shit. They didn't even come out yet, and they're already shit. I know you wanna you wanna collect Legos and train sets and all this shit, and I'm ruining it for you. You didn't even get to buy it and waste your time. I know, it's sad. I ruined it for you. I ruined your hobby. I know.